How's it going, everyone? It's Sam. We have some big news for Cardano holders. This is a huge day. Just in a few short days, we have huge news for Cardano that could finally push it up. Now, we're not seeing much excitement right now in the price of Cardano, but this might be the thing that we've all been waiting for as Cardano holders. I also want to talk to you about some other massive news, a couple other big pieces of news, and tell you why the market kind of dipped here today. So if you guys don't mind, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I really appreciate that. It helps out the channel a lot. There's also a link underneath the video to Unstoppable Domains. Definitely get your domain there. If you haven't done that already, it's a great way to make some really nice money and then also to make your life a lot simpler. So check that out underneath the video. Also, there's a link down there to the Patreon. This is the best day of the month to start it because it is the first day of the month. So you can check out exactly when I buy and sell different cryptos, what I'm seeing in the market. If you are busy and you don't have time to look at cryptos and stocks all day, consider trying out the Patreon. So we have the market falling down a little bit. It doesn't really look that bad, but you have to realize that we were actually pretty green before this afternoon. And then I talked about this in a video earlier today, actually just really recently, like I posted that video and I started making this video. The stock market fell a lot today too. We actually had like a 3.5% move in the stock market over a few hours. And that is due to the Omicron being here in America. I think that's the main cause of why the market's kind of pulled back. A lot of people get fearful at this, but what did we expect, right? Did we think that there was never going to be a case here in the US when it's in a bunch of different countries? Of course it's going to come to the US. So I already thought that was going to happen. I actually did some buying in my last video. I talked about it a little bit. I bought a couple stocks. If you want to see those stocks, I'll put that video on the end screen. But we saw a nice little dip here in crypto and in the stock market. Now, with that being said, there's still a lot of great news in crypto. So first of all, Gary Gensler said there's a competition for US banking. Bitcoin is competition for the US banking system. He realizes that. Of course, he taught crypto at university, but still, he realizes that Bitcoin is huge and could take over the banking system. Now, those aren't his exact words, but he realizes that they can compete together. We've already seen certain people trying to figure out how banks can hold Bitcoin as collateral and use it. And one company that is doing a lot in that space is actually Square. So we'll get to Cardano here in a second, but Square, they're changing their name. So just like Facebook changed their name, they're going to change their corporate name to Block. So this is because they want to be more than just a credit card reading business. They want to focus on new technologies like blockchain. Like, we knew that he just quit his job as CEO or resigned his job as CEO of Twitter, but now he's taking it the next step. He's changing their name to focus more on cryptocurrencies. And they have a new part of their business. So they're still going to trade under the same ticker, Square. And they said that Block is a new name, but our purpose of economic empowerment remains the same. No matter how we grow or how much we change, we will build tools to help increase access to the economy. So they say, as part of the rebrand, a separate part of the company that's dedicated to advancing Bitcoin, known as Square Crypto, will change its name to Spiral. So the name has many associated meanings for the company: building blocks, neighborhood blocks, and their communities, businesses coming together as block parties full of music, blockchain, and a secret of code and obstacles to overcome. So they're changing. They're changing very quickly, just like Meta changed their name. They want to change it to what they actually want to get into. So does it make you pause here for a second and realize that two of the largest companies in the world are changing their names because they want to be fully in the metaverse and fully in crypto? Now, with Facebook changing their name, it was an obvious play on the metaverse cryptos. I'm not sure what makes sense. If there's anyone that's going to be pumped up from this news, I'm sure something's going to come out of it. I just don't know what at this point. So it's going to be fascinating to watch. Now, with that in mind, we have breaking news. SundaySwap finally is launching their testnet. So they are going to launch their testnet December 5. So let's take a look at this a little bit. Obviously, SundaySwap is the DEX that's coming to Cardano. And we've been waiting on it. About a month ago, they said that it would be ready in a few weeks. And, to be fair, it's been about 4 weeks. So they're going to launch on the testnet on December 5th. So they say they are doing it on the testnet because they want to figure out the bugs. They want to see the bugs. They're expecting bugs. They are eager to hear about them, and they want feedback on them. Also, it provides an opportunity for them to get a gentle on-ramp and training in a low-risk environment with scoopers that the community recently selected to run the network. We'll start the network running on our own nodes and slowly bring the scoopers online, training them on the software we built and transitioning the protocol to be entirely run by them. As a reminder, scoopers are the stake pool operators that help batch and process transactions on the DEX. Third, a testnet helps identify unexpected bottlenecks and inefficiencies. As we are now very close to our launch, we have to be careful to consider not just ourselves, but the ecosystem in which we exist. So I like the fact that they are trying to make sure that this is as efficient and risk-free for people as possible. So they say after the testnet has finished, we will summarize what we've learned and provide a detailed roadmap towards launch. So we still don't know when it's going to be fully available, but the fact is it is going to be on the testnet at least. Now, that might be good for some people. Some people might think, okay, I just really want this to be up and going, and I don't really care if there are some bugs that need to be worked out. I can see both sides of it, but the fact is they are going to launch their testnet at least, so that is a good sign. Now, Cardano's price hasn't really done anything on this news. So this news came out about 4 hours ago. You can see over the last 4 hours, we've seen nothing but down really, because that's when we got news about the Omicron. So right now we've just seen dip and dip and dip with the rest of the market, but hopefully if this goes smoothly and everyone gets onboarded and there are no major issues and they can roll it out quickly, hopefully they can start building and they can start building DeFi on Cardano, because that's obviously what's been missing recently. So at this point, I'm pretty excited, right? Another major company. Let's see how big Square is. Square is one of the largest companies in the world. Another massive company, $100 billion company that's changing their name to focus on what they really want to focus on, which is crypto. So pretty cool. I think that this will just continue to push the market forward with all these companies that are trying to get in. It's only good for crypto. Now, these are some of my top cryptos that I'm watching and I'm getting ready to buy or that I've already bought. And I think we're actually holding up pretty well. With the Omicron, sure, we saw a dip last Thursday and it was bought up right away. I showed in my video earlier today, talking about how China is actually getting ready to not ban, I shouldn't say ban the metaverse, but being ready to restrict the metaverse or watch who's in it and everything like that. With that happening, that pushed down metaverse tokens a little bit, but still, we still are going to get more FUD like that coming out over time, and it's nothing to be too worried about in the long term, in my opinion. Overall, I think we're moving in the right direction. So many companies want a piece, so many people are investing in it, so many companies are investing time, energy, and their people in the metaverse and in cryptos. I think we're setting up for a very good end of the year, and it took Omicron to push us back over the last couple days. So I'm not too worried about it. Of course, I could always be wrong. I'm not a financial advisor. Always do your own research. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for hitting the like button and checking out the videos here on the end screen. If you want to know more about the China issue this morning, I'll link that. Also, I'll link the video to why the market was dipping earlier today and what I bought. Thank you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.